Alright guys, nothing fancy for you today. I actually went to my locals for once and dueled some people. I really need to go more, but I just don't have the time. But while I was there, I recorded this deck profile for you guys because I cannot leave you guys without a video for the day. So I hope you enjoy, and be sure to thank Christian down in the comment section for letting me record this.
YugiNoNo!
So how do you feel about this deck now that links are out?
It was good even before links, but after I think it's just kind of got better because everything else has been slowed down ever so slightly.
Yeah, I agree. And so you still play like the one kaiju and like everything else, like because kaijus are really good.
Yes.
Like anything your opponent makes, there's a kaiju for that. We were just talking about that a minute ago.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into this deck profile, and we can see your sexy mat. I love this mat, by the way. This ARG mat, it's awesome. We were talking about that before we started too. But let's go ahead and get into this. I want to see, like, I haven't seen the whole deck, but let's go.
Alright, obviously it's going to be a standard build of Dino, so you have your 3 local sailors. Then after that, you have your 3 soul-eating Owasso, and which I personally think is one of the best cards in the deck.
It's probably the best card in the deck. And Miscellaneous Source is also really good.
Yeah, which is also the next card too. Is actually really good for this deck.
Just like put a card down, and be like best card in the deck.
Yes.
Best card in the deck.
Yes. Then the main one of the main core engines.
Best card in the deck.
Best card in the deck.
Baby Source is really good.
With also that counterpart.
Yeah, of course.
Or in the 2. Then the new cards that came out that I personally think about cutting down to 2-1, but I like it at 2 right now, is 2 of the Giant Rex.
Yeah, that card like is one of the newer cards. I think that is the newest card for the deck, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So, and 2 Ultimate Conductors.
Because that card is so good.
It is. Also, remember, this isn't just pure Dino, so it just also has some bits in there also, so it's also the Zing.
Yep. So explain your reasoning behind the Yang Zings.
Alright, the Yang Zings, which allows me to actually tone it up a little bit more, because there's a combo in the deck I can show you a little bit later on that actually leads to, you can potentially have 3 negates, but more commonly it's 2 negates.
Yeah, with the Synchro Monster.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And after that, being is Yang Zing, Chiwin.
Yep.
Then you have the 1 Kaiju, which is also sociable, which is really good. I like it. There's Delbon, and the 1 Drexigella.
Yep, the one you don't want to draw.
Yes. Then after the deck, you go for the spells. We have obviously the 3 Fossil Legs.
Best card in the deck.
Yep. 2 Lost Worlds.
Yeah. So you are playing the Lost World build. So
yes.
Like why do you play the Lost World build over like other spells?
As of right now, since everybody's afraid of the ban list, I feel like it's going to be better for the deck if you start getting used to having the Lost World inside the deck instead of the diagram. But I still use the 1 diagram inside the deck.
Okay, so 1 diagram.
Because you're prepared for beforehand, and also what's better about this is that when you have this on the field spell, you have no response, you can normal summon your Overlaptor, and you start up in chains. So you're like chilling 1, chilling 2, just in case they want to ash your Overlaptor, which they can't.
Okay.
Which is really good for the point of the deck that you need to cover that.
Gotcha.
Then 2 Tailforms.
So you don't max that on.
Yeah, I don't like maxing that.
Yeah, you're not a 3 for 3 guy. Nah. You don't risk it.
No, I don't risk it.
Okay.
Then 2 for Ben Chalice.
Yeah, because that's really good. That card's just so good. And it's really good in the mirror, especially, I guess.
It is, and also especially if they set it up against you for like Bisco and everything like that to stop the main combo.
Oh yeah. Kills. It's a Dweller killer and it's a VFD killer and like everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it. The 2 MSTs.
Of course. So, like, why do you play that like over like Twisters? Like, do you have a reason? Like, I mean, because you can't discard in this deck.
I know. I prefer not to because you have more ammo for the next turn instead of actually just going worry about the 2. If you hit the point 1, because usually more or less now they set just 2 and pass unless you're playing against Paleo or something. But
gotcha.
You usually see that.
Okay, so but would you play Cosmic Cyclones if you had the Cosmic Cyclones instead of the MSTs?
That's optional to you, but I personally like the MSTs better.
Okay.
One of the newest cards also out is Double Evolution Pill, which is really good in this deck too also.
It's like a really good one of.
Yeah. Then the 1 Dark Hole and the 1 Raigeki.
Because nuke everything.
Yes, nuke everything.
And then the last 2 cards in the deck.
Last 2 cards in the deck.
Traps.
The traps or the Yang Zing traps. Alright, so we're going for the extra deck right now.
Yep.
Since I personally like it and like I love the choice and I've used it multiple times against other people, is the 1 Cowboy.
Dude, that's one of my favorite cards. Like, it really is. Like, just being able to steal games like that. Like,
exactly.
It's so legend. I mean, it's gonna be harder now with like Links out, but Like, I mean, it's so many formats, like Necron's format, and like you know, playing heroes and this and that. Like so many games I've stolen playing Cowboy. I love that card.
Yeah.
Like I've always meant to get an ulti of it, but I never did. But anyways,
I really like it.
Yeah, also, I don't blame you for playing that card one bit. I love that card. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I really do like this card though. Also, the Tornado Dragon.
No, the Tornado Dragon's amazing.
Yes.
I love that card.
Because it's so versatile and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like MST during either player's turn. Like, why not? It's so good.
Yes. And also, I played the one Dweller just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, no match. Then I played the one Logia and one Doka.
Because they're the best. And what's interesting, I always thought that they were dinosaurs, and they're dragons.
No.
Yeah, like...
This deck would be totally unfair if they were dinosaurs.
Like, I was thinking that, and then, you know, someone was like, Logia is not a dinosaur, right? And I was like, yeah, it is. You need 2 dinosaurs to make it. Yeah, but it's a dragon. I'm like, nuh-uh, and it's sure enough. Yeah. Like, I played Dino Rabbit forever and didn't even know. But anyways.
Yeah. Then also the one in VFD.
Yeah, VFD.
Yeah. Then I have 2 Held Dog Lights.
Yeah, because the play you're going to show us here in a little bit.
Ding Long for the Zing, obviously the Englands. These next couple of cards you can do is optional, but I prefer like to play in it.
Yeah, you added like some crazy synchros and stuff in here.
The one Blackwing.
Yeah, Black Rose.
If I set up on the right turn, I can single summon on my opponent's turn and blow up the board with it.
Gotcha.
The one HF Fairy Dragon.
That card's really good.
Yeah. The one Stardust Dragon.
Yep.
Familiar Tech.
Okay, so what does that card do?
Familiar Tech is a make 9 Sequel. It takes 2 monsters to make it. What you can do is once per turn, you can banish one Tuno from the grave and destroy it 1 card on the field.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you ever destroyed by your opponent's card or by battle, you can actually add one of those banished Tunos back to you.
Broken.
So, and also the one Trishula.
Yeah, duh. the best dragon synchro ever.
Yeah, and also the one Deco Talker.
Yeah, because the Deco Talker, you have to have your Link monsters now. So why don't you play Mrs. Radiant? Because you have Earths in the deck. You just don't need to, or?
As of right now, Mr. Radiant, I personally do not like it inside the deck because Deco Talker allows me to have a negation, but also it protects with a big beast stick of his own.
Sure. Okay.
Side deck. And the side deck is 3 Typhoons. Because it's really good for, like I said, the male matchup or the True Draco matchup, which is still really good. Which I also do use a little bit on my own, is the True King's Return.
A lot of the side deck stuff's just for fun.
Yeah. Then Forbidden Apocrypha.
Yeah, that card's really good. That card's really, really underrated.
Yeah, and the one Imperial Order. I played the Bells.
Yeah.
But also a one Masterpiece with the additional diagram with 2 Shared Rides.
Yeah, because Shared Rides, like, you never know when that card's good.
Yeah. And pretty much that's much for the deck.
Dude, Sam used to side that and everything, like, and he just hoping that it would be really, really good, because when it is good, you draw like a million cards.
Yes.
It's just like Max.
It really is.
Like but Sam's side deck methods are really dumb.
Let me teach you a little bit about the deck and the combos. So basically, all you have to do is like end up with this is basically a 1 card Ding Long with it. But it'd be better if you have the additional card with it in hand, which you usually search for as miscellaneous. It's a lot more better if you have it in your hand. So what you do is normal summon the soul unit overlap. You obviously grab your miscellaneous. You also grab your miscellaneous. Use miscellaneous effect, and you ditch him for a special summon into your level 1 Tuno. Level 1 Tuno. You just sink.
A Do-Long Turbo.
Yep. For your Ding Long.
Ding Long Turbo. Do-Long, Ding Long.
Yeah. What's also good about that is that on summon it allows you to add trap with it. So you automatically have 1 trap in hand. You use the second effect, which is you send for cost. Chi Wind, which...
And this is what you were showing me earlier, you send that to the grave and it makes it a level 1.
Yeah, it makes it a level 1, but also what's good about it is that since if you if it negates anything that destroys, and like if it shuffles back to the deck, if it does, you can destroy a Ding Long, a Zing with it. What you do is here you go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, special summon this out, and you special summon the other one earlier with that. And also on the resolution, you can activate his ability to sink.
And you go into that dirty. Yeah.
Which also this sort of banishes, but at the same time you have the 2 negations right there. Yeah. Also, I don't actually play in the deck, but also you can do is also when you activate his ability to send into the grave, you activate his other ability to send. You go get the it's a dragon, level 7 dragon that came out of Shiny Victories that negates a card effect that targets and destroys. But that's just post.
I don't remember what card you're talking about. But I kind of vaguely remember. It's a ritual.
Yeah, it's a ritual secret. I think.
A Saravis.
Yes,
Saravis. Yes, dude. Hold on. Okay, now you have one for the profile. What's up?
All right. So the Vision, it comes from the Vision Visions. It's one of the secrets. It's a hand trap, which you could actually search off of Hell Perfection, which once goes to the grave, you can actually search for this, which also helps you protect against one monster if it's one card destruction or something like that. You can just they target one of your monsters on the field, you go negate and just negate it. So it's really good card currency. So you just trade for one.
And one of these days, it's going to be like that card's going to go up in price. You watch, it's going to go up in price.
Let's hope so. It's not very expensive.
No, pick them up now.
Yeah. So, what's also really good about this deck is that what I use the Yang Sings for is also the local items. His second effect is that if you have destroyed by a card effect and you only have a Yang Sing inside the grave, especially Dinglong, this is what you're looking for. You destroy him with either the diagram or his own effect, or with Ultimate Conductor. You destroy him, you activate his other effect, special summon it out, and if you haven't fished out the other one on his summon, you can activate to get the second one out.
So good.
Yes, and you continue the combo after that, and you can send it again, send another one, then destroy him, and go get another G1. Get another one, and just think for another one. That's sort of why I
go into the arc again. Yeah, wicked.
That's sort of why I got played the 2.
Yeah, dude, wicked.
Which also, this is not just a one-trick pony deck. Also, you can also go into other side deck options. Like also, you can go into your login and Dokka and everything like that, and Pistola, stuff like that. It just depends on what's the situation you call for.
And you always have Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. People forget that card. They really do. Yeah. I know I do. When it's dropped on me and I'm not expecting it, I'm just like, shit.
That's a card.
Yeah, all right. Well, I lose.
Yes. So one of the strongest cards in the deck as of right now is what we were just talking about, is Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
Yeah.
Which he inherently just special summons out himself, and you can banish 2 monsters. What's really good about this is that you have a new dinosaur monster that just came not too long out, is Giant Rex. And when he's in the grave and he is banished from the grave, you can actually special summon, actually not just from the grave, when he's just banished in general, you can special summon himself out as a level 4, and he gains attack times the amount of monsters.
Yeah, you get rewarded. Yeah, yes. you get rewarded for it.
What I picked up on earlier is that also you can also play this with Ghost Stock. You can actually activate, send it to the banish removal, and immediately special summon it.
Oh my god, okay.
So it's a lot more card currency for you with the Ghost Stock and everything like that. So just in case you don't have a level 4, you have the level 1 tunos at the end, you can normal summon it and everything like that.
Not bad at all. So is there anything you note about the deck? What are your worst matchups? What are your best matchups?
Probably the worst matchup is that stuff that doesn't allow you to special summon.
Like Herald? Or Herald just negates.
Yeah, Herald is just a bad general for everybody.
So Monarch then, random example.
Yeah, Monarchs or True Draco. True Draco.
Okay. Yeah, True Draco, and then, that makes sense.
Also, what's also before the post-link was Zoo. I don't know how about it right now, because I haven't seen anybody play it.
Oh yeah, the combos are there. I've seen some videos. The combos are there, so that'll be a problem for you probably. Unless you go first and make VFD, then they can eat a dick.
Yeah.
So, whatever. All right, dude. Thank you so much for doing this profile for me. And and what do you want to say? Any shout outs?
No, not really. Just thank you for my man here, Tyler, to let me show my profile on the video.
As always, guys, be sure to dick slap that like button and
subscribe.